It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And guys, for the Grizzlies, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. Year after year after year after year, he just helps his team find a way to win. Mike Conley, a soft-spoken star in the league.
Yeah, you know what? He never gets the recognition he deserves. One, because he plays on a team that has some other great players, and then he's just not flashy, but he is the most efficient guard probably in the Western Conference, maybe second or third, maybe in the Western Conference. Efficiency.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Noche Latina, the NBA's celebration of the Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So for the Spurs, their last game, a win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
And the Spurs start out with the ball. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Johnson is out there with Olynyk. Then there's Rodney Stuckey, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot. It's Ginobili with the drive. Aldridge wide open, he fires. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Aldridge has got the first 3 points tonight for the Spurs. Stuckey with it. Gasol, a screen on Ginobili. Stuckey kicks to Gasol. Kicks it out to Johnson. Lets a floater go. Rebound San Antonio. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies and came away with a win.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
There's Freak, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Conley dishes to Stuckey. Over to the left wing. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Leonard. Out to the wing. Here's Freak. Gasol with the rebound.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Conley, the pass to Gasol. Stolen. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And he gets the bucket.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Now here's Stuckey. 14 points from him the last game against Boston. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Here's Marjanovic, over by Conley. Aldridge is screen. Stolen by Conley. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Johnson. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. 7 points for Johnson.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Aldridge kicks to Leonard. There's Freak. Good work defensively by Conley.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. He dishes it to Gasol. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Spurs have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Fires from 14. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Ginobili. Freak's got his second bucket tonight.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
There's a good screen. Outside Conley. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I really hope he doesn't try that move again. It worked the one time, but he's not the guy to be working the crossover.
Aldridge left side. The feed to Freak. Spurs passing it around. The drive by Aldridge. And off the foul, and in it goes. Aldridge has got 5 points so far.
Nice job there to shake free of the defense and then drain the J.
The Spurs with some changes. David West, he's checked in. Is also changing it up. Olynyk, he's checked in for Gasol. Johnson comes in for James Ennis. And it's Mike Conley in for Jordan Adams. Freak in at shooting guard. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Parker. That's the San Antonio 5. Good on the shot.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Memphis leading. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He finished with 33 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Just numbers that really jump out at you in the box score.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. Number 1, the Grizzlies. In the third spot, the Spurs.
And both squads extremely adept in transition. They like to get out and run, guys. And this is a battle of greyhound.
Now Conley. Ginobili missing from long range. Clock at 6. Conley against Leonard. 3-pointer. And another miss by Memphis. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Here's Freak. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists now in this one. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against Boston.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Grizzlies have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Freak with it. Conley picks him up. Outside Leonard. It's stolen by Johnson. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Stuckey outside. Just 5 on the clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Aldridge a screen. And Ginobili, here we go. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Now here's Stuckey. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Look at San Antonio. The run they've had this year in first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And checking out Memphis. Right now, quite a ways down below.
And for the Grizzlies, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
Yeah, and that's got to be terribly discouraging for them. I mean, I know how badly they wanted to contend for a playoff spot, but it's just not happening.
Here's Freak following the basket by Mark Gasol. And Duncan throws it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Gasol screen. Johnson outside. Right side, Conley. To the paint. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Duncan. There's Freak. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Stuckey. Conley with a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Conley's got 5 now.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Ginobili gets to Duncan. Duncan, a screen. Ginobili dishes to Freak. Johnson against Leonard. There's Freak. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Freak's got the game tied up here for San Antonio. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. There's the pick. Olynyk sets a screen for Conley. A floater, and there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And so it's a close game.
Well, Tim, and looking at that...
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. Obviously, we've shot the lights out, and that's not been by accident. You guys have done a heck of a job finding good looks every time down. Keep working hard to get those high percentage shots. I did, however, like our on-the-ball defense. We didn't give their ball handlers any breathing room, and they didn't handle it well. We came up with some good steals. And no standing around out there. I want to see our shooters open, and that happens because we're moving, looking for the gaps in the defense. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Freak really making a difference here.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Kelly Olynyk is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Conley. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. And it's Gasol. But at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Conley. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut back down to 3 after the basket from Johnson.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Aldridge kicks to Ginobili. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Marjanovic, and that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
And Olynyk kicks to Johnson. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Stuckey against Ginobili. Stuckey drives inside. 4 on the shot clock. Baseline try. Shot is off. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Their next game playing at home is the Nets coming to town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Outside Aldridge. In the corner, it's Ginobili. Here's Freak. Knocks it loose.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Stuckey outside. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Johnson, the pass to Conley. Dishes it to Olynyk. Got a piece of it. In transition, here come the Spurs. Johnson with the block. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's Leonard. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And that one's good. Free.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Find out what Doyle's doing.
During that break, Coach Dave Yeager had some words for his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Johnson. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Just absolute domination in this one for Johnson. He's got 13 points. He's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very...
Memphis trailing here. Freak in a 2-guard. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Parker, and that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And Wright gets to Ennis. Six on the shot clock. To take the lead. And it's Freak with the rebound. San Antonio's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Parker kicks to Freak. Outside Aldridge. Drills the elbow jumper. Aldridge has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for San Antonio. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Right, that's in there. Conley with the assist.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
The dish to Leonard. All sorts of time. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside Conley. Now here's Chalmers. Not a lot of room. Misses in close.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender. Maybe next time.
Parker outside. He kicks it to Freak to the inside. Here's Marjanovic, and the layup falls. And the Spurs lead by 3.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
Conley gets the bucket.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Leonard dishes to Freak. No good off the front iron.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Leonard kicks to Freak from 6 away. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 6 assists in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Outside Conley. This all setting the pick for Conley. But they recover it. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for Tony Parker. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Memphis. Stuckey comes in for Ennis. Back to Ginobili. They set the pick. He feeds it to Freak. Lets it go from 11. Takes a big height pass and goes in. Freak's got 21 in the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Gasol is screen on Leonard. Conley the pass to Gasol. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run. Don't you think Clark with the hoop for him there?
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And he gets it to go.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
It's Ginobili with the drive, and it's blocked. Stuckey dishes to Conley. The pass to Gasol. Just 5 to shoot, and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Johnson, he's checked in for Mario Chalmers. Now here's Freak, covered by Conley, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And some stats here, guys, the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Ginobili kicks to Freak. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Leonard. Shoots off the screen, and Freak gets it to go on the assist from Leonard. Leonard's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
During that break, Coach Dave Yeager had some words for his team. He told his guys, listen, we've got to make the most of every opportunity right now. We can win this game, but it's all about making every single possession count. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Conley the pass to Gasol. That misses off the backboard.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just basically whiffs on that.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Over to the wing. At the elbow, it's free. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. And the Spurs lead by 8.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Outside Conley. To the middle. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Comes up empty down low.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Another one falls for San Antonio.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
Leonard against Conley. Stuckey dishes to Olynyk. Back to Stuckey. Clock at 4. Gasol kicks to Stuckey. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. So it's San Antonio now. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Freak. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They didn't make it easy on them.
David,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11, and the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
And that'll do it for our broadcast, and I hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Fans here. 32 teams came together to compete, and the drama was intense.
Advance them, please stop responding to our messages.
Enough for someone to take their frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this.
frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this. It's NBA 2K's first esports event, the Road to the Finals tournament. With $250,000 and a trip to the NBA Finals on the line, stakes are high. See how countless hours of work
Relentless. You have to bring your A game.
came down to one day and one game being the difference in getting through. Definitely have some fans here. Or staying home. 32 teams came together to compete, and the drama was intense.
Advance them. They stopped responding to our messages.
Enough for someone to take their frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this. NBA 2K's first esports event.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody, to the final game of this year's badminton tournament. It's April Fool's Day.
Oh, you
April
caught me.
Fool's
I thought
Day.
I was in the wrong building,
Oh,
Ernie.
me too.
I was like, what the heck is going on
Hey,
here?
what game is this, is what I was saying. Anyway, it's 2K Sports, and it's the NBA. And we've got the world's biggest joker, Shaquille O'Neal, and one of the most clever ones, Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs at AT&T Center. Not a lot to complain about for this San Antonio group right now. It's been a fantastic season for them, and this could be one of its most memorable nights, as a win here gives them the best record in the league. And as we march toward the end of the regular season, Shaq, I want your opinion on veterans being rested in back-to-back games.
You know what, Ernie? You hear a lot of people complain, but let me.
Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball, there is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We're in San Antonio. The Spurs with home court playing here at the AT&T Center. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
And when I look at San Antonio, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And I know it took a long time for people around the league to trust their success, but I don't think there's anybody left out there who doesn't think they're for real at this point.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Brooke Lopez. Johnson is out there with Young. Then it's Thornton, and it's Jack in at the point guard position. On defense, Brooklyn. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that when they just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own head, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
Now here is Jack following the miss by Freak. And there's always talk about if team chemistry matters or not. Let me tell you, it matters a lot. And
Yes.
Clark, you really push this. If you can look at his team, and this team in particular, and they have, I think, a great locker room.
No question about it, Kevin. You see it in their demeanor. They really care about each other. And I think it starts with Freak, from what I understand. He makes sure they're doing things as a team off the court as well as on to build that camaraderie.
And here is Thornton. Manu Ginobili getting his 3 to go. And Thornton kicks to Jack. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man.
And it's Freak missing. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Memphis.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Outside Leonard. Spurs working the ball around now. And it's Freak missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Jack with it. Picked up by Ginobili. And Jack kicks to Young. The dish now to Lopez. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that was pretty clear.
No question about it.
The Nets with the lead. On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Brook Lopez is out there with Thomas Robinson. Then it's Thornton. Then there's Johnson. And it's Galloway in at the point.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Inside, Freak uses the glass to finish the lane. Freak's got his second basket.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Pass to Thornton. Lopez a screen. And Thornton kicks to Galloway. Johnson at the elbow. Shot clock at 5. No good from 18.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies was just a man on a mission. He had 29 points and was just efficient on the offensive end, picking his spots on when to keep the ball moving or try his own luck. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Again, the miss by Johnson.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
There's a good screen. Passes to Freak. Fires it up. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And now a 6-point Spurs lead. For Brooklyn, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Galloway, the pass to Thornton. The feed to Johnson. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Looking to end the run. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the boards during the past month. In third, the Nets.
I mean, they've taken...
Here's Parker. 9 points last game. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Down low, there's Freak. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Lopez. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for San Antonio.
And so far...
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Lopez. Bogdanovich comes in for Marcus Thornton. And Jarrett Jack is subbed in for Langston Galloway. Mills dishes to Freak. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Freak's got 13.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead. And you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
The Nets have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line. And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Top of the key, Duncan. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. There's the bucket. Good. Green's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Outside Jack, screened by Young. Here's Bogdanovich, and no good trying to get that one. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. It's San Antonio as they wrap up the second.
Okay, guys, we got a few minutes here. Let's go over a few things before we get going again. Nice work coming off the bench, guys. Great energy, great offense. We really got to show our depth in the first half. But we've shot the ball well, I'll give us that. And it's because we've had great shot selection. We've made really good choices with the ball. Okay, one more thing. A smooth flow to the second half is just what we're looking for. Let's keep things moving, but not at some kind of breakneck pace. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Bonner and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Freak, and that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And stolen by Freak. The finish throws down the breakaway jam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Jack against Leonard. Stolen by Ginobili. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. This one for 3. And it's Freak missing. Nets trail by 10. Shaq with it. Leonard picks him up. Lopez, a screen on Leonard. Outside Jack. Dishes it to Lopez. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Taking a look at San Antonio. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, the Golden State Warriors right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And, you know, for the Spurs, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
And I can't see any reason why they can. I mean, they've got to be considered one of the favorites to lift the trophy for me.
Here's Galloway. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Open jump shot off the mark.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
And it's Freak missing. Nets trail by 11. There's Galloway. Knocked away. And stolen by Freak. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Freak. He has 15 points and 2 steals. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he has the ball and when he doesn't.
Clark, you love the fact that he's a terrific distributor, but also, how about those defensive instincts? That's also been excellent today.
Tony Parker's checked in for Manu Ginobili.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing.
As well as they can
Spacing.
The point guards with the highest shooting percentage in the NBA. Freak is second.
As a point guard, you want to create the best shot every trip down the floor. And given the way these guys have shot the ball, it's not a bad idea every now and then for them to go it alone.
Well, they're not going to do that, though. I mean, even as deadly as they are from the field, they're always looking to set up their teammates first.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Spurs leading by 10. To the inside. Ivanovic. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Thornton, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
The Spurs making a switch here. Duncan's checked in. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas Robinson comes in for Young. And Thornton kicks to Robinson. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Robinson's got 6.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Duncan, the pass to Aldridge. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Aldridge has got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Freak kicks to Duncan. It's Parker with the drive. And a wide open look for Freak. Connects from three-point range. Freak's got 20 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Johnson the screen, and Thornton kicks to Galloway. Rebound San Antonio. San Antonio with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Feeds it to Leonard. The pass to Freak from 10 feet out. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Good chance here for Johnson. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Duncan dishes to Freak. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The first free throw is good. A different look now for San Antonio. West comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in for Parker. And then for Brooklyn, Bogdanovich comes in for Joe Johnson. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Marcus Thornton. Jack passes to Robinson. The jump hook. West with some nice D.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Jack with it. Robinson a screen on Leonard. From deep. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
And now, your Spurs dance team. Let's take them back.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Young is out there with Hickson. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Jarrett Jack. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard position. Spurs leading by 21. Here's Freak. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. 26 points for Freak.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hickson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, well, also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. And chalk up a few more points for them there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Bogdanovich dishes to Hickson. Clock at 6. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hickson. And the shot is good.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
Here's Bogdanovich, guarded by Green. Outside Jack. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Here's Lopez, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound, and once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Freak passes to West. Ginobili kicks to Freak, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Brook Lopez.
Shooting San Antonio. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for West. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Green. Then for the Nets, Johnson comes in for J.J. Hickson. And it's Thornton in for Bogdanovich. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Jack against Leonard. Outside Jack. He feeds it to Johnson. Young with no one around. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Spurs working the ball around now. Ginobili dishes to Freak. For the 3. It's in. He's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Lopez, no what?
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Freak kicks to Leonard. Here's Freak. And the shot no good, a bit short.
high-quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
From the wing, and another basket for San Antonio.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Screen by Young. Jack passes to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. From the right block, the shot is good. Lopez has got 4 points this quarter. Spurs leading by 23. Here's Marjanovic, defended by Jack. Inside. And again, it goes in for him. Good shot from Freak.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
And here is Jack. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. Thaddeus Young on the wing. The shot is off. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Thornton against Ginobili. Freak dishes to Leonard. Goes up the baseline. Here's Marjanovic, and he makes good on the layup.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for San Antonio.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
They set the screen. And Jack kicks to Young. He dishes it to Bogdanovic. Back to Young. Right side Jack. Shoots from the baseline. Shot is no good. Some solid defense from Freak. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Good defensive work there by Young. Now Jack. And stolen by Freak. And the miss. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
David, what is it you like about the way this team is playing right now?
You know, we're just defending. I think we're playing together, making that.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
His field goal percentage was excellent, up over 60%. This was a player in total control of his game. He didn't try to do too much. He didn't get reckless, just took what the defense gave him.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for...
NBA Finals on the line, stakes are high. See how countless
Nice work, everyone. Winning is not a sometimes thing. It's an all-the-time thing, all right?
And as you can see, Team Mac is here. So I think we need to set up the Boston drill from the wing. Show them what you can do.
finals on the line, stakes are high. See how countless
It's relentless. You have to bring your A game.
came down to one day and one game being the difference in getting through. It's NBA 2K's first esports event, the road to the finals tournament. With $250,000 and a trip to the NBA finals on the line, stakes are high. See how countless hours of work
It's relentless. You have to bring your A game.
came down to one day and one game being the difference in getting through. Definitely have some fans here. Or staying home. 32 teams came together to compete, and the drama was intense.
Advance them, they stop responding to our messages.
Enough for someone to take their frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this. It's NBA 2K's first esports event, the road to the finals tournament. With $250,000 and a trip to the NBA finals on the line, stakes are high. See how countless hours of work
It's relentless. You have to bring your A game.
came down to one day and one game being the difference in getting through. Definitely have some fans here. Staying home. 32 teams came together to compete, and the drama was intense.
Advance them, they stop responding to our messages.
Enough for someone to take their frustrations out on the disc.
We're bringing you all the highlights and heartbreaks. Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went down. You don't want to miss this. It's NBA 2K's first esports event, the road to the finals tournament.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Portland Trailblazers going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Not a lot to complain about for this San Antonio group right now. This is their 3rd meeting of the season with this team. They've won every game thus far and can seal their edge with a win here. Well, as we know, the value of great outside shooting perhaps never higher than it is right now. Kenny, in your mind, who are the premier shooters in the game?
I'll tell you, it's obvious that the Splash Brothers, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, top 2 guys shooting the basketball. Kyle Korver's right up there. An undervalued, underrated shooter, Carmelo Anthony.
Stop it. You name Carmelo before you name Dirk Nowitzki, before you name Damian Lillard, before you name Kevin Durant. I'll even put Jose Calderon.
Oh, you're kidding me. Over
Carmelo? Yes, all day, every day.
Carmelo?
Yes.
Give me a shooting
What a great shot looking west over downtown Portland from the banks of the Willamette River. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come in off a good outing again, and that result, guys, was a real shocker. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
And the starting group for the Spurs, Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Freak. To the middle. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist by Freak.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here's Lillard. He picked up 18 points in the last one against Phoenix.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense coming.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
And that one's good. Freak.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Davis. Rebound, San Antonio. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And so here's Portland following the bucket by the Spurs. Plumlee sets the pick for Lillard. He feeds it to Aminu. The Trailblazers rebound. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Plumlee with the screen. Here's Aminu. 14 points from him the last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good. Aminu's got his first basket.
There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their fourth try.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Freak. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Freak.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss. The way they're knocking these shots down. Boy, everything's pure.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Davis against Aldridge. Davis kicks to Lillard. Davis setting the pick for Lillard. 5 on the clock, and it's McCollum in the corner. And that one's good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Spurs leading by 4. And there's the feed to Leonard. And he banks in the layup.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's McCollum. 14 points from him the last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Here's Plumlee. And the rejection by Leonard. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Tyler Hansbrough is checked in for Plumlee. Crabbe comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. O.J. Mayo is checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Damian Lillard. Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Parker comes in for Manu Ginobili. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portland again missing. For San Antonio, they've gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Now the dish to Parker. Passes to Freak. And it's good in the assist by Parker. That's now 8 points for Freak.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's Roberts. He had 22 points in the win against the Suns in Phoenix. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. Portland again missing.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And once more, he gets it. Another bucket from Freak. Freak's got 10.
A big part of this run here has been their ability to hit from mid-range, guys. I mean, that's unique.
And a lot of teams shy away from that mid-range, but if you can get them off of rhythm, then you can have success.
A different look now for San Antonio. David West, he's checked in. So it's Portland now, trailing by 19. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Allen Crabbe out there with Tyler Hansbrough. And it's Plumlee in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets got down to business. He finished with 36 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot, no doubt about it.
And the foul's hold on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Aminu's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 20-6 run. West trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Freak.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Here's Roberts. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Trailblazers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And he ends up missing both free throws.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Dishes it to McCollum. Hansbrough, a screen on Green. And here's Mayo from beyond the arc. And that is good. Mayo's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Leonard kicks to Freak. Lets it fly. No good off the front iron.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Feeds it to Mayo. Releases from the wing and drills it. Mayo's got 10 points in the game. Leonard the pass to West. Here's Freak. And the first half is now in the books.
Well, David, a great...
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. At the offensive end of the floor, it's been a very intelligent display. We're hitting our shots because we're only taking smart shots, and that's the way we want to do it. The guys I will give credit to are the guys who came off the bench and gave us the scoring pop we needed. And what I want to see more than anything is everyone working together to get open looks. Let's use picks. Let's keep the ball moving around. And when we get someone free, let's get it to them. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Well, Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Then it's Freak. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Here's Ginobili, and so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first free throw is good.
Manu Ginobili at the line for two.
That free throw is good from Ginobili. Trailblazers trail by 12. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Plumlee sets the pick for Lillard. To the paint, goes up off the pick, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I'll tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
And that one's good. Freak.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
McCollum with the ball. 5 points in the game. Over in the corner, Lillard. Off target from three-point range.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Davis dishes to Lillard. Two open that time. Made it look too easy. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And we've got some time for a look at the 2K leaderboard now. And some point guards who have been very adept at putting the ball in the basket since the All-Star break.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
In addition to being unbelievably gifted shooters. I mean, these guys have some of the smoothest, sweetest strokes in the NBA, which means they have some of the best strokes in the world.
Kicks to Aminu. Here's Plumlee, and he dunks it down.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flow.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Freak. 16 points now, and 3 assists as well.
He's just been impossible to contain. He's been unreal in this game.
Utterly fantastic is how I would categorize that performance, Greg.
Parker's checked in for the Spurs. Lillard outside. Plumlee with the screen. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Lillard.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Outside Leonard. He kicks it to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. That one goes. Count it. Aldridge has got 4 points now in the quarter.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half. And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Tim Duncan. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
You know, his willingness to bang down low, move opponents off the block, those are valuable contributions.
Back to Lillard. Wide open look. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury.
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it, and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
Tyler Hansbrough is checked in for the Trailblazers. Brian Roberts comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. And San Antonio with the change here, too. West is checked in. Lillard attacking. 80 that time from Leonard. San Antonio leading by 8. Now the pass to West. He dishes it to Leonard. That's good. Leonard's got 8 points.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Roberts passes to Lillard. Plumlee with the screen. Crabbe kicks to Lillard. Hansbrough setting the pick for Lillard. To the middle. Crafty move. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Right here, Kevin, over these last 10 games on the Trailblazers schedule, this is how they stack up compared to the rest of the league. Second in second chance points. Third in steals. And they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And their gift for offensive rebounding definitely evident in all those second chance points. The two go hand in hand. Make no mistake, if you don't box out, you're going to pay.
O.J. Mayo is checked in for Portland. And a wide open look for Freak. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 22 points for Freak.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And Roberts kicks to Crabbe. Pass to Roberts. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
To halt the run. Rebound San Antonio. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Out left to the wing. Freak. And another basket for San Antonio.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Roberts dishes to Plumlee. The shot. Portland again missing.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Outside Mayo. Pass to Roberts. With 2 seconds left, drained for 2 points. Roberts got his second basket of the night.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Here's Mills. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Davis is out there at the Aminu, and it's Plumlee in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Trailblazers trail by 15. Lillard attacking. Here's Aminu. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game.
Okay, that's more like it. A nice job here in the second. And their field goal percentage is way up compared to what they did in the first half, where they shot a very low percentage. It actually was just above 30%.
And Aminu kicks to Davis. Puts up the baby hook, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
Now here's Freak. He feeds it to Mills. From past the arc, that's good. And the Spurs lead by 14.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
Plumlee with the screen. Now here's McCollum, covered by Mills. Now Freak. And Aldridge slams it in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Timeout. Start it.
And the Spurs making a change here. Green's checked in. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And here's McCollum. Outside, Davis to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. And Aminu kicks to Lillard. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Leonard comes in for Green. The feed now to McCollum. Plumlee sets the pick for McCollum. It's hauled in by Ginobili.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Ginobili against Lillard. The dish to Aminu. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And, Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them, and sour.
Here's Freak. The Spurs rebound, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Lillard with it, picked up by Ginobili. Passes to Aminu. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists here tonight. Spurs leading by 15. Aldridge a screen. Ginobili outside. Leonard against Davis. Leonard the pass to Aldridge. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Plumlee with the screen. Can't hit. And the Spurs going the other way now. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Aminu dishes to Davis. And the rejection by Leonard. They retain possession. Plumlee with a screen on Leonard. McCollum kicks to Davis. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Spurs have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Aminu with it, picked up by Ginobili. Here's Lillard. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Trailblazers trail by 17. Lillard outside. 13 feet away. The shot will not go.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Spurs.
2 great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
And counting tonight's game on the season, they'll now have won 57 games this year.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's 4 straight.
Greg, we don't see conference opponents get swept very often, but this has been total domination.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Davis sets a screen. Floats one. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Leonard. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Let's get the ball inside.
Freak kicks to Ginobili.
Shoot it. Aldridge.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And it's Freak missing.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
McCollum kicks to Plumlee. Inside. Here's Lillard. Misses there. And so it's San Antonio.
David,
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. We saw him come out looking very confident, making his first 5 shots of the game.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
I think his efficiency from the field was the biggest factor in this win. He made over 60% of his shots. I don't care if you're playing 1-on-1 or 1-on-5. That is a great percentage.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
We gotta be better at containing the basketball. Let's set up in some one-on-one full court. You know the drill. Intensity. Intensity! All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. All right, fellas, good practice. I need that same intensity out here consistently. The coaching staff will be around if you need anything.